Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Buckner, Primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast. This is part 2 of our first adventure called New Frontiers in our campaign called Spacefarers, which is a mix of science fiction and Dungeons & Dragons, and it is based on the Spelljammer campaign setting from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons in 1989. So just a really quick recap of what happened in the New Frontiers Adventure Part 1 was that the characters, they were traveling to an asteroid called the Rock of Bral, which is a merchant city of humans and other humanoids, which is situated in wild space. So they went to the rock looking to become members of a crew of a spelljamming ship, and a spelljamming ship is a ship that essentially flies through space with what's called the spelljamming helm, which is what allows the ship to fly through space. So they were traveling in transport ships. They got off the transport ships and got onto the rock, and then got mixed up in a giant fight with an invading force of these creatures called Nyogi, which are a slave-mongering race. And once the battle was over, there was a captain who was a member of a race called GIF, which are a hippopotamus-like race. He said he had a ship and a crew, and he was looking for more crew members. And the characters from our cast, they went and talked with the captain of the ship. His name is Braun. He said he would give them some missions if they wanted to, and if they did well on the missions, that they could perhaps join the crew. So he gave them some information about a crew member of his that had gone missing. He told them the last known location, which was a tavern called the Rampant Lion, and told them to go to stay at a tavern called the Laughing Beholder, which is known for its tavern keeper, who is actually a beholder. So that is where the Adventure New Frontiers Part 1 left off, and now we're going to continue with the Adventure New Frontiers Part 2. We got everybody back at the table, and so you guys tell me what it is that you are doing.
All right, well...
Swedish fish.
So,
You're basically stepping off the loading plank for the ship, and you're basically back down onto Low Street, down in the dock district. And he has directed you to the Laughing Beholder and the Rampant Lion.
let's see what I got left for funds here. Well, I guess I got enough to take out a room for the two of us, or...
She holds out 5 gold coins.
Yeah,
most starting
right,
equipment should have 5 or 10.
Between what you got and what I got, it should be enough for a few days for that, plus meals should be all right. So I suggest then we get this over with quickly so we can get paid.
Yeah, it's 5 silver for a moderate, basically.
You'd think I'd stoop to that level?
Moderate at an in-stay? I don't know.
Moderate sound good.
Yeah. And
Irving?
then a modest meal is 3 silver. So basically for one night at the inn and food, it's basically about a gold piece total.
Okay, so between the two of us...
It's not super expensive.
Yeah. So between the two of us, I got enough for about 6 days.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's go get paid.
All right. Irvine kind of pulls her hood up a little more over her face and kind of looks around and says, I'm Irvine, by the way. I like to know who I'm traveling with. And so, what's your name?
I'm Strax. This is not Jolene. It's
Janie?
Janie.
Janie, I know.
Does she not talk, really?
Not often.
Not often? Okay. Nice to meet you, Janie. And this is my friend Matisse.
I don't care.
So
Ah,
All right.
keep that up and I'll have to kill you.
Fine.
Let's keep the peace here while we're on a mission together. All right. All right. So, shall we?
If we must.
All right. Head towards the end. The laughing beholder.
Okay.
Yeah, start with the laughing beholder, yeah.
And don't let this form fool you.
Ruffian just kind of nods. All right, so
Janie's poking Ruffian as they walk.
doesn't really seem to pay a whole lot of attention.
Okay.
He looks at you once and then kind of back again. So
Fascinated.
as you make your
Build
way
you one if you want. Sorry.
as you make your way through Low City, following Captain Braun's directions, you come to a building with a sign on it that reads "The Laughing Beholder." And I'm gonna do a music change real quick.
If you're so fascinated by him, I'll build you one. All right, well, see what I can do.
Okay, so as you make your way inside, you see a large number of creatures eating, drinking, and socializing. Behind the bar is a creature that can only be the beholder tavern keeper Luigi. It has a floating spherical body about 3 feet across, in the center of which is a single, large, bulging eye above a wide, toothy maw. There are 10 eye stalks on the top of its body. The bar itself is circular in design, with a large area in the center that stores food and drink. You see a small handful of servers assisting Luigi with his duties as he floats around the perimeter of the bar, attending to customers.
He said duties.
I did. You see Luigi point one of its eye stalks at a mug, which floats over to a serving station. Then a keg of ale floats up at the eye stalk's command, filling the glass, then floating back into place. Luigi's eye stalk then directs the mug of ale to a customer at the bar.
Huh, those eye stalks are pretty handy.
Indeed.
Pun of the night. Pun of the night. Nice.
Yay, Adventure One.
Nice job.
Sarah's snorting. Yay, snorting.
And Greg's like, I eat all the Swedish fish.
Okay,
All right.
so Luigi notices you and calls you over to the bar. He says, "Park yourselves at the bar. I got food, I got drink, I got rooms, I got whatever you need. What's your pleasure?"
Fire!
We'd like
Drink first,
no,
room later.
not yet. We'd like rooms for starters. Right?
No, we want drinks for starters, then rooms.
I want a room for starters.
I want a drink first. It's been a long trip.
Drinks, yeah, sure, I can give you a drink. What do you have?
What's the house special?
Ale.
I'll take an ale.
All right, he uses his eye stalks to serve you up some ale.
Guys is really stocky.
Anyone else?
Do you have any fire water?
I got something close to that, yeah.
I'll take one of those, thank you.
All right, he serves you one of those up with his telekinesis.
Just an ale for me as well. Thanks.
All right, serves that up as well.
Be careful, Janie. You don't want this guy stalking you.
Boo. Boo. Just boo.
Matisse drinks it all down, slams it down on the counter. Another.
Does Janie want anything? No? Okay.
I slam down by ale. Slam it down. Another.
Serves you up another.
And Matisse asks for another also.
Serves you up another as well. It's like, I like you guys.
Arvine kind of exchanges looks with Janie and shrugs.
You still haven't paid for that insult earlier.
Janie is just absent-mindedly playing with a little spark.
She
In her
chugs it
face.
down and then slams it down on the bar's
Not
top
really paying
again.
attention.
Strax chugs down his ale, slams it down on the bar. Another.
Okay.
Arvine looks at the two of you and says, "This is very entertaining, but don't we have a job we're supposed to be doing soon?
In the morning.
You're planning on staying over?" Did we get a sense of urgency or not urgency as far as like trying to get out there today, or?
I didn't say it specifically, but we'll say that in your discussions with him about the mission, that she's been gone for a couple of days, which
So another day or night doesn't really.
probably not. Yeah, I mean he's concerned, but you think that he also,
Okay.
he's lost crew members before. He'd like to get her back, but it's kind of part of having a crew sometimes. So I mean, there's no super urgency on it if that's what you're asking.
Right. Okay.
So he keeps serving you guys.
Irving kind of looks at the.
What are the rules for a
looks
drinking
at
game?
Matisse and says, "Don't spend all our money."
Let's have you each make a Constitution saving throw. As you're trying to drink.
Oh, dear God.
Okay, so
22.
Strax got a 22, and what did Matisse get?
11.
11. Okay,
11.
so you start to feel the deleterious effects coming on quite strong. You're getting sweaty. You're starting to have a hard time talking, but Strax seems perfectly fine.
Irving walks over and kind of like puts Matisse's shoulder over her own and kind of starts to drag her away. And okay, that's
I'm
enough
not done
now.
with
Janie
you.
finally
Proving yourself
realizes.
adequately.
You're done, you slip of a
I'm
girl.
not done
Janie
with
finally
you yet.
realizes what's kind of going on and looks up at her brother with like he can see like you can see like fire in her eyes, like she's super mad, and she goes, "Roxy,
Stay out of this one.
no."
I sound like brother.
Go to your room. Oh, we haven't bought the room
She
yet.
telepathically says, "My room's your room, idiot."
Well, I'm not going there yet.
Yes, you are. This is all.
So we
I
see
can't hear
him
this.
looking like he's actually talking to you.
Well, are you responding to her with
Out loud.
Regular, that's out loud.
verbally? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're talking. So
I'm talking telepathically.
yes.
All right, so I've got like drunk
Strax is
Matisse
responding
over my
in common.
shoulder, and I'm looking back and forth between the two of them. What exactly is going on here?
Doesn't matter. I won anyway. It's all that matters.
As long as you're not
All right,
hungover in the
fine.
morning.
Luigi says, "Kind of looks like you're talking telepathically there."
Don't
I
you
guess.
Tell,
What-
don't you
don't-
tell them our secrets.
Oh. I can usually just tell what she's thinking.
I've got my own secrets.
Sure, if you say so. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you don't hear anything she's saying right now.
Right, that's
Okay.
yeah, never mind. Sorry, that's going to be a different habit. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to find a way
Yeah,
that I can tell him. Like,
texting is
the
going to be
texting's
annoying.
Too much
as
of a
well.
delay.
No, but I mean, you're talking softly when you're talking in
Okay.
common or not, or sort of, communicating with sound. When you're talking in your normal voice, I assume that is when you're doing telepathically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, for the listeners who might not listen to every single episode, you could say telepathically and then just say what you're going to say.
Okay.
Okay.
It's up to you.
And you two can ignore it.
We'll kind of figure it out as we go.
Telepathically, don't you tell them all our secrets.
I know better than that.
Just making sure, brother.
I'm 2 years your elder. I think I know what I'm doing.
That's what you said before this happened.
We're still alive, aren't we?
Do you guys want to take this conversation up to or
What?
whatever it is that you're doing? Do you want to have this out here, or do you want to get a room or something? We're watching
You're
them
a sick
exchange
woman.
looks, right? It's like,
Well, he's talking and she's looking.
whatever it is that you're doing.
This is really weird. I'm sorry.
I told you this was going to be a
I
strange
think
group.
other people are going to start to stare, and I don't really want to attract extra attention. So I
don't
shoulder drunk Matisse. I'd like a room, please. If you got one with 2 beds, it's perfect.
Yeah, I get you a room. So he sets you.
I'm not drunk.
Yes.
Just 3 sheets to the
Very
wind, woman.
good. Very good, honey.
He set you both up with what you want. So each of you are getting a room for the pair of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the brother and sister stay in a room, and then the two friends stay
and
in a
then
room.
what about the construct? Does he need to be in? Does he
He
need a bed?
he puts on a gold on the counter,
Okay.
and Luigi says, "Yeah, a room for you too. Got it."
All right.
Okay. Well, I toss my gold to Luigi. I toss it into his hat.
It's a Luigi.
He's not wearing a hat. He's got eye stalks,
Okay.
but he catches he catches the gold telepathically. Telekinetically in the air. Okay, so do you guys retire
All
into
right.
your rooms for the evening?
Yeah, get some water to bring
been a long-
upstairs for Matisse. But yeah.
It was a long ship ride and an interesting fight. So
All right.
Okay. All right, so everybody
We'll start-
retires to their rooms.
start in the morning.
Okay, sounds good.
So long rest.
Correct.
Maybe?
All
Okay.
right.
Yes. Yes.
Yay.
I'm going to kill that goblin or whatever he is.
You don't need to.
He needs to stop messing with me.
Well,
You've had other people mess with you.
I know. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
These are our traveling allies,
she's-
at least for
Just
now.
remember, try not to talk
Keep the peace.
over each other.
If you say so.
This is what my Aheen told me to look for, so I think we need to trust in that for now.
Well, it should be all right now. She answered for that insult, so whatever.
Why you have to be so terrible, brother? We're not living where we have to fight all the time anymore.
I know. It's boring.
I don't find it boring. It's very interesting to be out in the world.
I know. You're always the weird one.
He's not wrong. We're all weird here.
We're all strange, y'all.
We're all a little mad, yeah.
All right, so
All right, so
Okay.
so the night goes by, and you get up the next day. How exactly are you guys proceeding?
All right, so I assume we probably end up meeting up in the common room.
yeah, head on
Yep.
down to breakfast when it first begins.
Yeah, and you can you kind of overhear as you're during the time that you were there last night briefly, and you were drinking and so forth, and then when you get up, assuming you guys have some sort of a meal or something, when you get up, you hear some of the tavern goers basically talking about the large amount of knowledge that Luigi seems to have. Because typically what you know of beholders is that they are very xenophobic and they hate not only everybody else, but they hate other beholders in particular. And each one of them individually thinks that they are like the best possible version of beholders. And sometimes they seek out other beholders just to destroy them as part of their, ego trip, essentially. And so the fact that there is a friendly beholder that is here at all among all these people, it's very, very rare. And people are talking about, like, they don't really know how old he is, but they know that he has this reputation for having all this incredible knowledge about anything you could possibly imagine. So you just kind of pick up on that from the conversations that you hear
Sounds
while
like
you're having
the DM
breakfast.
is telling us we should ask him questions.
I'd like to know a little more.
It is a potential resource, I'm not going to
I'd
lie.
like to know a little more about this place before we head into the unknown where people keep disappearing.
Oh, so you do occasionally look before you leave. All right.
When it's appropriate.
Yep. And keep in mind, too, all of your characters, for whatever reasons, decided to come here because you wanted to get on board of a ship. And you had some sort of desire to come here, and none of you ever been to a place like this before. I mean, you may have had space travel of some sort, but you've never been on the rock. So it's a floating city. You've seen this little end of it, and you have no other information whatsoever about anything on this rock. You know that there are some ships down here. This guy said he'd maybe give you some missions, and then he can maybe hire you to be part of his crew. But there's this giant, huge asteroid city here that you know nothing about.
If we can make it here, we can make it anywhere.
Pretty much. What happens here stays
It's up
here.
to you, Rock of Bral.
So you guys tell me how you want to proceed.
All right. So we have sit down for breakfast around the bar, motion for everybody to join and kind of try to catch Luigi's eye to see if he's got a minute to talk.
Which eye?
One of Luigi's eyes.
Catch an eye.
Any of them.
Just catch an eye as it comes by.
Well, that doesn't seem angry.
Do you
How you
try to,
feeling
like,
this morning?
Kind of
I'm
motion
fine.
to him.
How are
That's
you?
it.
Much better.
Yes.
Glad you managed to sleep off all that ale, all that
Of
drink.
course I did.
Of course.
It wouldn't be any other way.
All right.
okay, so do you try to wave Luigi over or something?
Yeah, wave him over.
Okay. So its rear side of its spherical body is turned to you, but you do see one of the eye stalks, like specifically look at you when you're waving at him. So then he spins around, and he floats over the bar and comes over to where you are, and he says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, pretty good. We've heard that you're potentially a good source of information since we're relatively
direct,
new here.
isn't it?
We
What do
got
you
some
think?
questions.
Oh yeah. I get all kinds of information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love to listen to rumors, of far off places and great adventures,
Right now we're trying to help somebody out, and we heard that they might have run afoul of a place called the Rampant Lion.
Oh yeah. The Rampant Lion is that's not a place that you want to stay. People disappear from there, and I think that usually people go there when they first get to the rock, and they don't know that it has a reputation, and then they disappear, and it's really sad,
Do you know how it is that they disappear? We're trying to help this person if it isn't too late.
Nah, people knew that they, no, I have no idea. Nobody knows what goes on there exactly.
Sure. I guess.
How long has this city existed?
Oh, it's been around for hundreds of years since going way back. They had a bunch of pirates that came and settled the asteroid, and then there's been all kinds of different people kind of rule it and stuff over the years. Things have changed. It's not the pirate captains anymore who are running the show. Now it's this guy. His name is Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew is the guy who runs the whole thing right now.
Okay.
But he's the current ruler of the Rock. Although Andrew's nephew should rightfully be the ruler after the death of Andrew's brother Kalal, but I try not to get involved in that kind of stuff. It's just like rumors and stuff that I hear.
Ever hear any interesting rumors of the Star Runner?
I know it's a ship that's in port right now.
Nothing interesting of this Captain Braun?
He's one of those hippo guys.
So he hasn't earned any glory himself, huh?
Nah, not particularly. He's relatively new. I'd say he's been in maybe in the past year or so, and I think he does salvage missions and stuff like that.
All right. Well, that's what he claims.
Are there any interesting landmarks or shops or something that you would recommend that we stop through while we're here?
Well, this entire asteroid is full of shops and merchants and things like that. So there's about 12,000 citizens living here. On the asteroid, made up of many different groups. There are 4 distinct classes of traders on the rock. Made up of trading companies and merchant houses and small merchants and independent captains. There are also a lot of guilds and societies and orders and houses and companies and mercenaries and privateers.
What can you tell us about a GIF captain named Braun?
Well, he's
I was just asking about.
he was just asking about him. He's the captain of the captain of the Star Runner.
Ship.
I asked about both.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not fully here. I apologize.
That's okay.
Repetitive. My bad. All right.
So all he said to him, to Strax was that he's relatively new and that he runs salvage missions as far as he knows.
Okay. All right. I guess given we're going to have to go to the not good part of town to check out the Rampant Lion, even though we don't plan to stay any longer than we have to, is there any specific dangers or stuff that we should look out for? Stuff you know about?
Well, there's a lot of like thieves guilds, and
More than
they're-
one?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. There's you see the underbarons are the criminal lords of the city, and in any given area of the city, stores, shops, and craftsmen, they're under the protection of one of another thieves guild, the master of whom is usually an underbaron. They pretty much rule, the thieves guilds. Do you have a question, sir?
Janie's become quite taken with one of the beholder's eyes
Okay.
and is just kind of like following it around.
Okay. He
Janie, you can't have it.
kind of notices your curiosity, and he kind of, rotates as he floats a little bit towards you because he can see that you're kind of interested in him. And he goes, "Hey, what's your name?"
Janie.
Janie. Janie. Do you like stories, Janie?
I love stories.
Yeah. Okay. So, I heard a rumor once that all of existence is contained within the imaginations of a weird class of beings beyond God who call themselves role players.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting?
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Where do you fit into that world?
Oh, I just like to gather information, I like to hear stories and stuff.
Oh, I've never met anybody like you.
Yeah, if you did, you'd probably be dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm what's called a beholder. You see, and
Oh.
beholders usually want to kill other beholders or anything that they even see.
Why are you different?
I'm not really sure. I just want to learn things. I don't want to kill anyone. I guess you could say I'm kind of a rogue.
I like you.
Oh, I like you too. Thank you very
I
much.
don't want to kill anybody either.
Nah, not me either. I got to get rough with some of the customers sometimes, but
Oh.
that's what all these stocks are for. And
Oh.
his like stocks on his head all kind of move around.
Oh.
He like shoots a green ray and like disintegrates a mug on the counter.
Speaking of things that did
She
get
cowers behind her brother and stops talking.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody stops for a second as they see this green ray shoot out and disintegrate this mug because they know what that is, and they all like everybody stops for a second, and then
make you upset.
he goes back to talking. He's like, no, I'm fine,
Oh, okay.
I'm fine. I was just showing you something really cool,
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
was scary.
Cool.
I don't want to see it again.
Speaking of scary things, what do you know about the Nyogi who attacked yesterday? Why would they be doing something like that?
Oh yeah, the Nyogi, those bastards. Yeah, they like to take slaves and stuff. They like to capture people, and sell them on the slave market. I mean, there's even a rumor that there's a slave market here on the Rock.
Wait, you sell your slaves?
Yeah, they sell slaves. Of course, they sell slaves.
Why would you do that? They're way too useful.
I'm not quite sure you understand them, buddy. You take people and you sell them. That's slavery. Do you understand that concept?
Why would you sell them, though?
For money. That's what people do on the Rock. Slave trade. You ever heard the word slave trade?
Well, sure, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. If you're a really good slave, you get sold for a lot of money, or you get kept because you're really
no, you
good.
keep the good ones because they're the ones that work.
Yeah, or you make a lot of money off of them and try to get some other ones.
Whatever.
Did you happen to see?
You're not going to make much money on this rock, buddy.
Did you happen to see
depends on
anyone
what
who
the-
was with the person we're looking for before she disappeared?
Come again?
We haven't told them who we're.
Oh.
It's
My bad.
Who's that? Are you looking for someone? Who are you looking for?
Apparently, this Captain Braun, I don't know how he became a captain, I have no idea,
Yeah.
is missing a crewman, this Zeed. A bird.
Yeah. Eric Cochran, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's asked us to go see if we can find him. Apparently, it was around her, whatever, bird. Apparently, she was last seen somewhere around the Rampant Lion. So,
Yeah.
that's why the questions.
I got you. Yeah. So she was staying at the inn and she disappeared, right?
yeah.
That's the story.
We don't know. We're gonna have to try to find out what happened to her.
Yeah, she probably disappeared there. Again, I mean, there could be all kinds of explanations. Usually, the only people that stay at the Rampant Lion are the ones that don't know any better, that just arrive, and then no one ever sees them again.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of reasons why those people disappear. You know, there could be like a half a dozen for all I know. I mean, I really don't know, but so you're looking for this. So you're looking for this person. It's a crew member, a Captain Braun.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of dangers you got to watch out for. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of like, you know, people that are gonna try to take your money. You know, there's like whores on the street and stuff like that, and they got some muscle with them. You know, people trying to sell things, people trying to steal things. You got to kind of watch your gold bags and stuff like that, because people will just cut them right off. You won't even realize that it's gone. Some of them are really good at it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there really isn't a whole lot of like law and order here.
Dum, dum.
Yeah. I mean, most citizens, they believe in, you know, policing themselves. You know, serious crimes can be reported to the magistrate, who can get some guys from the magistrate's watch to take care of things. And you know, there's a little bit of military. You know, there's like the army of Bral. You know, consists of the royal guard and the regulars, and the militia. You know, and there's also the Royal Navy of Bral.
I assume that they'll be pretty recognizable if we see them.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, people just kind of try to mind their own business. You know, even if there's, you know, the magistrates. What did I just say? Hold on.
Never interrupt the DM when he is expounding.
No, I just forgot. I forgot to recall. Oh yeah, the watch. Yeah. You know, I mean, like if the magistrates watch, you know, see something going on, you know, a lot of times they'll just kind of look the other way if it's not that bad, you know. Mm-hmm. But you know, if you get anywhere near the palace, you know, the royal guard, they'll take you out right away. You know, Prince Andrew is very specific about making sure that nobody gets anywhere near the palace. You know,
Palace, that big place we saw.
Oh yeah,
the other end
way up at the
coming
top of High City. Yeah, yeah,
So stay out of High City. Gotcha.
yeah. You won't really be
What's
able
a
to.
High City?
You won't be able to get in there. It's a walled off section, and it's the high part up there where Lord Andrew lives, and he has all his royal guard. You know. So I mean, sometimes he lets people in there when he has like these big banquets, you know, but otherwise you can't get past the wall.
You have a funny accent.
Yeah,
Where you come from?
from like all over.
All over.
I've been all over the place, and then I kind of settled here.
Oh.
Yeah. Is there any other information I can help you with?
Well, I don't think we're going to get much
That
more
covers
until
it.
we
We
go
might
to
as well go check that out. Hopefully
Alright.
we'll get back here
Yeah.
after
Okay.
if we need to.
toss him another gold. Say, keep my room warm, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He catches it with his telekinetic powers again.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anything you need, let me know.
Well, I guess it's
She waves.
So,
don't be flirting
For
with
those
the
who
hand.
can't-
Janie waves.
Ways with the stock.
Yeah. A couple of his eye stalks kind of wave like arms.
That's funny.
Probably don't want to be flirting with the barkeep, says.
You don't think you'd want to kiss that mouth?
Well, I guess we're not going to get anything until we go take a look at this, was it Rampant Lion place?
Rawr.
All right.
So,
So, shall we?
guys head over in that direction? Yeah,
Okay.
just kind of.
Ruffian seems ready to go.
He just nods.
Okay.
He doesn't ask any questions of Luigi, but I mean, he listens intently though, because you're not sure, but you think maybe he hasn't been here very long either. So all the information that he was giving you guys, you think Ruffian was, listening intently because
Observing it
he
pretty
wants to know about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we might as well head over then.
Okay.
I make sure to put my pouch and everything inside my armor as much as I can, just to protect my belongings and
Okay.
coins and stuff.
Okay. All right. So you're
I cast
leaving.
mage armor. Down the bosom.
I just walk around and look
The last
intimidating
8 hours, right? So
for an old.
I'm gonna change the music real quick. There we go. Okay, so you head over to the Rampant Lion. So as you make your way through Low City, following Captain Braun's directions, you arrive at one of the many alleyways surrounding the Lesser Market, which is a merchant area with stalls mostly run by peddlers and small merchants. As you move down the alleyway, you come to the second door on the left. As Captain Braun had indicated, you see a small plaque next to the door that reads, "The Rampant Lion." You see a group of men come into the alley from behind you, shortly after which another group of men enter the opposite end of the alley. The groups quickly close in before one of them says, "Hey, can I interest you in an adrenaline shot? It's only 500 gold pieces. They sell for as much as 1,000 in some places. What do you say? Are you interested? Are you interested?"
No.
Sorry.
I have
Richer
no
than
need
our
for
blood.
such things.
Nah, I mean this asteroid. It's kind of a dangerous place. I think maybe you should buy at least one adrenaline shot. You're really gonna need it.
Put my hand on my sword hilt and say, "I'm sorry, that's not going to happen."
He looks down at your hand on your sword hilt, and he says, "If you're thinking that this situation might turn violent, that's just the kind of thing that you would need an adrenaline shot to fix. What do you say? 500 gold pieces."
Apparently you don't understand no.
Apparently you don't understand how dangerous it is here. I'm guessing that you're all kind of new. Am I right?
That's for me to know and for you to try to find out.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to see what you got on you. Anything that's valuable. If you just want to hand it over.
You'll have to take it off my dead
All
body.
right. Wakazashi drawn. Both.
All right, everybody roll initiative. They all draw weapons,
I didn't draw a weapon.
but the rest of them do.
I was thinking of casting create bonfire at his feet before we started this, but didn't get a
I
chance.
was gonna shocking grasp him, but
Oh, that would have been awesome. Hold that one for the future.
she has been playing with her
I'll
electricity.
take a 17 initiative.
I wasn't necessarily going to force a combat encounter. I was open to the idea of you guys trying to do a variety of different things for that. I'm not saying that anything was bad. I'm just saying
I'm not that fast a thinker.
No. I just don't want you to think that I was trying to force you into it. I mean, I was like, if they come up with something clever, if they do this, that, or the other thing, like things I'm not expecting, I'm not going to force a combat encounter on you guys.
He's just like, no, no, thank you.
But you guys seem to be having fun with the acting tough thing. So I'm like, all right, that's fine, totally fine.
It's tough. Lifetimes of tough.
All right, so
Dale.
so my dudes,
Well,
okay.
I missed a roll.
Okay. So my guys are on. Oh, that's a low number. All right, Janie, what do you got for initiative?
19.
That's pretty good. And Matisse?
21.
Nice. And Strax?
17.
Well, you guys are all rolling pretty high here. And Arvine?
10.
Okay, I'm going to set up the initiative board here. And put on some sci-fi shootout music. Actually, they're not really using sci-fi weapons, so I'll just do regular combat music.
No, we're not going to play Dark Continent.
Weird space, I will not.
Sorcerers in space.
One.
Okay. So initiative board. So here we go. Matisse is up at the top. Then Janie, then Strax, then Arvine, then my dudes.
I'm trying not to chew into the mic.
We totally forgot to loot the Nyogi.
Yeah,
They're insects. What are they gonna
They
have?
had anything.
Although I
Money.
might have found something
Money.
useful out of them.
Tasty legs, maybe.
I mean, they pretty much had their cloaks and their bodies and their weapons.
Oh, well. Never
Man, what if they tasted like lobster?
mind. Ew.
I mean, the thought kind of occurred to you that based on the number of them and like the sheer size of the population here, that they were trying to make some kind of a statement that this was kind of a suicide run. I mean, you don't think that they even thought that they could get beyond the low city, and they were just, you know,
Zealots.
probably trying to make a statement. Yeah, some kind of zealots or something like that.
What the hell?
Okay, so top of the initiative order for round one. Oh, actually, let me put out some dudes. Hold on.
Dudes.
Dudes.
Where should we be?
Actually, yeah. Let me put down some buildings. If you guys could take the dungeon tiles off of there, please.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Where's
Yeah, we
Ruffian
got her.
on the
Oh, we got her.
initiative? Or is he not?
Oh, you're right. I have to roll for him. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. So, put your group of minis right there in the middle of that alley. And if you wouldn't mind putting 3 of my thugs in front and 3 behind.
Like right on the. In
Yeah.
line with the building?
Yes.
I mean, I mind.
Where's our
It's all good.
Wait,
Ruffian
should be.
should be out there. Oh, yeah, he's out there, yeah.
That's the what's the one we're not using?
Oh, Greg, you actually... Oh, yeah, you have a mini there. Okay. All right, so...
I mean, he's tall.
Why is your mini always in this like epic pose
launching
that takes up
position?
so much room?
It's a cool mini.
All right, so... Top of round 1.
It's a maxi mini.
We have Matisse.
All right.
And again, we have 6 enemies. So they're going to be A, B, C, D, E, and F. Go ahead, Matisse.
I'm going to move up and I'm going to attack
Which way?
that way.
Wow.
Okay, so Matisse moves up.
Laser sword.
Attacking B.
Chainmail, shield, and laser sword. Attacking Thug B.
Ugly.
Oops, that's wrong. 20 to hit.
20 definitely hits.
And that's going to be for 10 damage.
10 damage. Your laser sword slashes right through his chest, and he has like this stunned look on his face of surprise, and he falls back dead.
Well, that was fast.
I don't know. I think that deserves an intimidation roll for the rest of them.
Seriously.
You do see the 2 guys that are on either side of him kind of like give each other a look, but they don't seem to break.
Do I have intimidation?
Okay. So then it is Janie is next in the initiative order.
Were you done?
Can I intimidate him?
If you're trying to make like an intimidation check, usually certain checks during combat require an action.
Okay.
You know,
Killing
I
is
mean,
enough.
on your turn, if you wanna yell out and try to make an intimidation check. Well, actually, you know what? No, hold on. You can speak like up to 10 words according to the rules on your turn.
Okay.
So if you want to pick like one of them and try to make an intimidation check, I will allow that.
Okay. I turn to Monster C and I say, "Do you want some of the same that the other guy got?"
Okay. So make an intimidation roll with advantage.
That was
'Cause you
12
did-
words.
Yeah. Ouch.
Fail.
Well, tell me what the highest result
4.
was. 4.
So it was 8.
So it was 8. Okay. He still seems a little bit shaken by what happened, but you don't seem to intimidate him further. You think that this guy's seen a lot of combat. He's used to seeing people die, but he was still a little bit surprised, though. Okay, Janie, you're up.
Janie turns and goes to the middle guy here
Okay.
and says,
I don't need adrenaline shots. I got adrenaline shock.
Cast, shock, and grasp.
uh-huh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
electricity
advantage.
forms in your hand.
And I think it's advantage, right? If they're armor?
They're wearing leather armor.
Oh,
So no.
dang.
AC 15.
AC 15. It definitely zaps him good.
Okay. And that'll be for 3 lightning.
3 lightning, and which letter is it?
E.
E.
And no reactions, right?
Yeah.
And yes, the guy gets no reactions.
I can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
So he's using a cutlass, and you basically grab onto the end of it. And at first he seems confused, and then all of a sudden, bzzz.
I love it.
Okay.
Adrenaline shock.
Wild surge roll, please.
Oh boy. I want to fly again.
17.
17. No wild surge. Okay. All right. So we have the Diva Paladin who ran up and killed the guy in one hit with the laser sword, and then we have the
Kalashtar, yeah.
Kalashtar, Wild Mage Sorcerer who used Shocking Grasp, and now we are to Strax, the Hobgoblin Artificer.
Okay. Okay. Well, unusual of you to take point. Whatever. I'm proud of you.
Straxy.
Start with, since she did decide to run up front, I will cast Sanctuary on her as my bonus action.
As a bonus action.
Yeah, Sanctuary is a bonus action
Oh,
spell.
all right. Cool.
That's what, plus 2 AC or something?
No.
You're thinking of Shield of Faith, honey.
That's right.
And the way Sanctuary works is
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
if they target her,
That's right.
they have to make a wisdom
Or they
saving
can't
throw.
attack her.
Or they have to
That's
pick a new
right.
target.
That's a great spell.
And then I'm just gonna halberd E.
All right. So you attack
Oh, that's right. You got the
attack
reach.
E with your
Yeah,
halberd,
buddy.
the 10-foot reach.
That's awesome.
The D10. Where's my D10? There's my D10.
The blade swings down.
Oh.
8.
8.
8.
He steps out of the way and it slams into the ground.
Don't make me dull my blade.
That thing.
Anything else, Drax?
Nope, that's not good.
Okay.
That's not
Arvine,
good.
you're up, Arvine.
Arvine kind of sidesteps. And she's already got the 2 swords out because she drew them during that
Encounter.
conversation.
Wait, you're just gonna
Yep.
leave your partner
Yeah.
at
That's
the
fine.
other end all alone?
I'm going to
Whatever.
concentrate damage because I help my allies.
And you're using 2 Wakazashis, is that
2
right?
Wakazashi, basically short,
Okay.
short swords.
Yep.
So she swings 1 down on E. It's gonna hit for AC. Let's see here, 23.
That will hit Thug
It's
E.
gonna hit for 6 piercing damage.
6. Okay, you cut that guy down.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and then
So they
without
have 9
even
hit
Think of Wakazashi as a slashing weapon. Just splitting
Oh.
hairs.
It's I
Okay,
reskinned
90
a short
plus.
sword because it doesn't exist in the D&D Beyond system, and the short sword shows the pokey damage. So I
Gotcha,
don't know
gotcha.
what- But anyway, so then without even pausing, she swings the other sword up at F, since he's right there.
F this.
All right.
F that.
F him.
And then that is gonna be AC 19 to hit.
AC 19 does connect.
That'll do 5 piercing damage.
You get bonus. damage
5
on
piercing
your
damage.
Yes, because I took dual fighting style.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was
my
available.
fighter thing.
I'm sorry, honey. Which letter?
Okay.
On F. 5 damage.
Okay, you do bloody F with that attack.
Okay. I turn and kind of glare at the others and say, "How many more of you have to die?"
Shocking.
So that's it for me.
That's it for you. Okay.
Yeah, because that would have been my bonus action to make the offhand attack. All right.
Okay. So you see, so it's the thug's turns, and you see Thug F take out this small like metal tube. It's about 5 inches, and it has like glowing green compartments on it all along its length. He takes it out and he sticks it in his neck. He sticks it in his neck and pushes this button, and he kind of seems to have like this kind
Ew.
of wonderful feeling, and you see some of his wounds heal up,
Oh boy.
and he seems like he's really happy.
Is he still bloody?
He is not bloody anymore.
Oh
no.
boy. Well, that's not good.
That stuff looks useful.
But does he do anything else, or is that,
Yeah, hold on one second. I gotta
That stuff looks dangerous.
write some stuff down here. Hold on.
yeah?
I have to see if there's any side effects. By the way, I don't see Ruffian on the board.
He's right there.
He's not on the initiative.
Oh, it was on the initiative board. Thank you.
Always trying to diss the NPC.
Or ditch.
Okay. Sorry, initiative for Ruffian.
Somehow you.
I rolled a 1,
Okay, so he goes last anyway.
so we'll just put him last on the board. Okay, so that's your flourish. So F still makes an attack with the cutlass that he has in his hand. So who's in front of F?
That's me.
That would.
All right, Arvine. All right, so I need. Where's my D6? Here we go, D6. All right. AC 15.
Miss.
Oh, you just barely managed to move out of the way. And
D is here.
D is in front of
In front of
Ruffian.
Ruffian. Yep.
So take attack on Ruffian. Ooh, critical on Ruffian.
Ouch. Poor Ruffian.
Ooh, it's a lot of damage. He takes 9 damage.
All right, I'll fix you up.
All right, so he is bloodied.
Ouch.
Dang.
And then we have Thug A and Thug C, who is attacking the Paladin. So here we go. AC 11.
That will miss.
Bangs off your shield. And then second attack, the other person, AC 16.
That will also miss.
All right, again, this time you parry it with your longsword, with your your laser sword. And then it is Ruffian's turn, and he will heal who he feels is the most deserving, which is himself.
How selfish.
Valid strategy. If he's not awake, he can't heal other people.
This is true.
All right, he is no longer bloodied,
Healer's dilemma.
but that's his turn though. So then we're going back up to the top of round 2, and we still have A, C, D, and F left for the thugs. All right, what's that, Sarah?
ACDC?
ACDC.
To the top.
Okay, round 2. Matisse, you're up, buddy.
All right. I'm going to go and attack monster number C.
Number C, huh? Letter two.
Letter two.
Letter two. Letter two or number C.
And your mom.
Letter C with the laser sword. And that is going to be 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
And that's going to be for 8 damage.
And which one is this now? C?
C.
C is bloodied.
Okay, they have 9 hit points.
You slash him right through the side with your laser sword. He's still standing. He looks very badly wounded. I'm very badly burned.
Oh no.
All right, Janie.
It's got good. Okay, she's gonna reach over to. F's been hit, right? We don't know
Correct.
if he's fully. She's gonna reach over to F and grab his cutlass and zap him.
Okay.
Zap. Attempt to zap. Zap attempt.
He seems like he's on cloud 9 right now. He's so happy.
Well, maybe this will wake you up. AC 20
That will hit.
for 4 lightning.
Okay, it zaps him, and he kind of goes.
And he can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, "Cool."
Whoa.
No, hot.
Anything else?
Um,
No. Okay. So, Strax, you're up.
All right, well, you guys seem to be okay.
oh, I have to roll my
Oh yes, wild surge.
Roll your surge.
No
18.
surge. Okay.
Okay. Still got it. All right. Okay, we're gonna move over there and see if he can finish off C with his long axe.
His halberd.
Albert, yeah.
All right, hobgoblin with a halberd.
Nope.
Natural 1.
That funny doesn't
I
like you.
whiffed.
I'm sorry.
It's hot. It's running hot and cold.
Okay.
So your halberd hits the wall next to him, and there's a window there, and it opens up, and there's a woman. She says, "What's going on?"
Get back inside,
Closes the door. Closes the window again. All right, Arvine.
All right. So, 2 Wakazashi on F.
2 Wakazashis on F. He is flying high.
Oh boy, that's not a good one. It's gonna be AC 9. Assuming that doesn't hit.
AC 9. He's just kind of like moving around in a weird way, and you miss him because he's so happy. So happy.
That will hit. That's gonna be like AC. Oh, I can't roll damage from whom. So AC. Let's see here. 24 to hit.
24 will definitely hit.
Yeah, and that will hit for 5
5.
piercing.
Okay, he takes some damage, but
Okay.
he's still not bloodied, and
All right.
he looks wounded, but he seems very happy.
Okay. Action point. One more hit.
Action point. All right.
Yep.
Made myself not to drum. No drumming.
All right. AC 16
AC 16 will hit.
for 6 piercing damage.
Okay, so he is bloodied again.
Okay.
bloody right.
And
He seems way too happy considering all the grievous wounds that he has.
yeah, that's me.
All right. So then it is the thugs. Okay, so Thug F, still with his sword in one hand and what you assume is an adrenaline shot on the other, sticks himself in the neck,
Again.
presses the button again. You see some of the green liquid go away.
Oh, jeez.
He kind of like shudders, like,
It's like creepy.
and then he takes a swing at you.
Creepy.
Oh, that's mean. He can take that stuff as a bonus action?
Oh, wait. I forgot he gets advantage on that after he shoots himself up. AC 21
That will hit.
for 7.
Ouch. Bloody.
He says, how do you like it? All right. And then the one in front of Ruffian will attack Ruffian again. And will miss. And then 2 on the Paladin. Attack number 1. Clangs off your shield. Attack number 2 from the other guy. Again, you deflect it away with your laser sword. Then it is Ruffian.
Being tanky's fun.
All right, Ruffian. So you can't really get away from that guy. He'll drop a healing word on Arvine.
You could step here.
Oh yeah, sure. Right. Yeah. Move.
And be
Into
flanked.
flanking.
He's
Actually,
been flanking, but...
no, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
Okay.
He's just going to use a healing word.
Okay.
So you heal 5.
Okay, good. Thank you.
That's true. Level 1 healing words is still pretty awesome.
Okay. Is F bloody or not at this point?
Yes, F is bloody.
Still
Yes.
bloody
bloody.
even with the adrenaline shot.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Although Ruffian will actually, that was a bonus action, so he'll take an attack
There we go.
on the guy in front of him. And he hits for 5 damage. What letter is that?
D.
D. So D is bloodied. And that was with a staff. Janie, you are up.
No.
No.
Matisse is up.
Sorry, Matisse. Trying to skip Matisse.
So I'm going to attack letter C again with
All right.
my laser sword.
All right. Laser sword to Thug C.
And
Nice.
that is going to be 16 to hit
16 definitely hits.
Is it more than 1?
for 4.
4 damage. Okay. You decapitate that guy with your laser sword.
Nice. Good work.
Vroom.
And I'm going to use an action point
All right.
to attack
Action
letter
point
A.
to attack A. Okay. So we have A, D, and F still up.
Critical. Critical.
Critical. There you go.
So that is going to be for 15.
15.
Damn.
Yeah, cut off one of his arms. And with a shocked look on his face, he falls over dead.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, Matisse.
All right.
You're gonna
Guess
stay
you
there,
can
or
hold
you're
your own
gonna
in a
stay
fight
there or
after all.
close to the
Yes.
other side? You're gonna stay there or move?
I will move up close to where everyone else is to close the gap.
Here, maybe.
That seems fine.
Okay. All right. So then it is Janie.
She's gonna turn to the letter D
Okay.
and go for the shock again.
All right. So you reach out with electricity on your hand.
Shock and awe.
AC 21
That will definitely hit.
for 4 lightning on D.
4 lightning on D. You put your hand on that guy's chest, and you shock him right in the heart, and he falls over dead.
Nice. Good work.
And with him gone, I'm going to go. Gadunk, gadunk.
Okay. No, sure.
What?
Nothing. I thought wrong. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
So-
ladies.
So F kind of looks over at the dead guy next to him, and he's like, "Bummer, man."
He's like, F that.
All right, Strax. You're up, Strax.
Okay.
I don't think I'm even gonna get a chance to.
Depends. He hasn't been hitting.
I mean, I think Strax gets flanking though.
I do not.
No,
No, not because he's not in
because he's not
range.
adjacent. That's right. Okay, never mind.
No, it says I'm 10 feet away. I have to be right up on it.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Arvine, duck.
They can't
AC
see it.
19
AC 19 does hit.
Yay.
for
You swing the halberd, and Arvine ducks out of the way.
for a 7.
7.
7.
Nice.
Okay. Still bloodied and still up.
Still, buddy, still
Oh
up.
boy.
Slash him in the shoulder. He's like, "Ow, man."
Wow.
Arvine, you are up.
All right. So with advantage, short sword on the dude. The dude of
The dude.
Oh, okay. That'll be AC 23
23
to hit.
hits.
For 8.
For 8.
8 is great.
So you
9 is fine.
you stab into him with the wakizashi,
Has
and
a hand?
you stab into him with the wakizashi, and he kind of like looks down at the blade and says, "Bummer, man," and then falls over dead.
And Arvine's just kind of there, like, what the Ash looking at it.
So there is an adrenaline shot with 4 uses on the ground.
Anything else? I loot the room.
I guess we can pick it up and see what it is that it actually does. I mean, obviously, it helped that guy.
I'm
I
not
don't know
touching
what it
that.
did.
Gonna make an Arcana check on that.
Arvine picks it up and hands it off to the person who looks like
You
he's
can
studied
make
stuff.
you can make an Arcana check on it, sure.
10.
10. I mean, obviously it had some kind of a narcotic effect.
Could a medicine check try to tell me what's in it?
You can do a medicine check on his body to determine what it was doing to him, sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's right.
Go for it.
Sorry, 10 wouldn't have got me much than more than what I
18.
observed.
18. Okay, so you can see that his body is basically, it looks like his muscles are very fatigued, and it looks like his body was really severely overtaxed by something. I mean, obviously you think it was the adrenaline shot. If you didn't see him sticking himself with this thing, you would just think that he was like very exhausted. Like he was very, very tired. His muscles are very weak. You're not really sure what else beyond that. But it didn't look like it was good for him, despite what you saw happen.
How much of that do you tell me? So,
This man is. Oh, okay. I will speak telepathically. His body's very worn out, very tired. He wasn't going to last very long, and that wore off.
Hope
do you think it would have killed him?
Keep going.
I think our attacks killed him, but his body was pretty. It's really beat up. His muscles are pretty much gone.
So probably. All right. So stuff probably gives you a good boost of energy, but takes you a while to recover from afterwards.
I'd say longer than a while, brother.
Probably a little. Okay, a long while. Well, he did take 2 shots.
Do we hear you talking to yourself, or are you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I look at it. I think we should take it just so it's not laying here on the street. Worst case, maybe we could sell it for something. Might be worth studying.
So John, Strax knows that it's a magic item.
Mm-hmm.
Strax knows that if he sits with it for an hour, he can identify the properties.
Okay.
Or if you have the identify spell.
Not prepared, but
Yeah. But I mean, it is chemical in nature, but you know it's definitely magical.
okay.
Be very careful with that, brother.
All right. I'll stash it away. Examine it later. When we have some time.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. So
Anything else of interest?
Yeah. I mean, they have their weapons, and they do have some gold on them. Let me determine some gold here.
Yep. Loot the bodies.
The bodies.
Hey, if they're selling these things for 500 a pop,
Right. That's some serious
It's a question-
money.
yeah, it's a
Even
question
if
of
we
whether-
don't keep it, that's some serious money.
So they have
It's a lot of healing potions.
they have 1,300 gold among all of them.
ooh, okay.
1,300 gold.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to work for this cotton guy anymore.
Actually, it's there's only about 10 or 20 gold on everybody except for that one guy who had the adrenaline shot. He has
main guy?
he has the rest of the money.
So
Yeah.
1,300
Yeah.
divided by 4. So, oops.
I mean, obviously he was pushing the adrenaline. That's what he does. You know, he had money on him because he must have made a couple of sales. You figure that most likely he wouldn't keep a lot of money on him in general, but if he had just made a couple of sales, he would still have the money on him, and that's what you found.
So that'd be 325 apiece.
Are we just gonna split it?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Did you split that with Ruffian?
Oh, darn it. Everyone always forgets the NPC. Give me a minute.
Now there's ogres.
1,300.
Ruffian kind of holds his hand out, but doesn't say
5.
anything.
260.
260. All right, 260 gold each.
How do I?
Is there someplace on D&D Beyond, Greg, where you can
Yes,
add the
there
gold?
is. Under
Go in
equipment.
equipment,
Okay.
and then hit currency.
Oh.
And
And then
go.
you can pick the type down
Okay.
at the bottom there.
So
much?
Gold.
Type it in,
260.
hit add.
Right, but what do we use on the rooms? we use
I
one?
spent 2 on the room so far, but that's for my rooms.
One on.
How much did you
What was
spend
the
on
normal
beer?
rooms for 1 gold, right?
I think that was all covered by
Let's
the
see.
gold.
So
And how much
for
drinks?
for an in stay per day,
From the prices you were
if
rattling
it's
off.
moderate, it's 5 silver pieces per day for moderate.
Oh, okay.
And
Figured.
meals per day, again, for modest, it's 3 silver.
So
Okay,
8 silver
so
around
8.
that
So
up to
we've
gold for the
already
drinks
Yeah.
The gold.
Yep.
Okay. So
and tip.
So 1 gold.
so it was
One
a
gold.
9.
Okay, so
Unless-
So basically
One
269 now.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure there's.
one
I'm forgetting it, but there's
and remove.
there's something that just kind of covers all of your expenses for a day. There's like a chart. I don't think it's on this DM screen, but
Yeah,
I'll figure that
The
out.
modest living.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's
I
the
think modest
lifestyles.
living is 1 gold a day.
Well,
That sounds about
lifestyle
right.
modest
Yeah.
is 1 gold
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that because it's right there.
Yes.
It's in our character sheets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it on my sheet here anywhere, but
It's on my
yeah.
character.
I mean, if you just want to spend 1 gold piece a day, that's fine.
That's because it's bad sheet.
Holy shit.
Terrible, John. Terrible. Okay. So basically, you're in this alley. You have all these dead thugs around you, and you have what you think is an adrenaline shot. And there's the door to the Rampant Lion. What is your plan right now? What do you guys want to do right at this moment?
Anybody
Let's go into
still?
there.
Well, is anybody still bloody? I see some blood sitting there.
There's a
I think
bloody
I
marker
might-
around
I think that was
somewhere.
only you.
Okay, well, I'm not bloody anymore because I got healed.
Okay. No, I wasn't even hit, so.
Okay.
We have a pile of blood right here.
Oh,
Return it to our stockpile of blood.
right.
Pile o' blood. Okay. Okay, so you guys are gonna go into the inn.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Okay.
Go into the inn.
You gotta into the inn.
In.
'Cause, I mean, it's just a fight to me, so whatever.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna stop us there for the night. It's 11 o'clock, and I think this is a good amount of content for our first episode.
All right.
So that was cool. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it.
Thank you.
So we are using experience points for this campaign, which is not something I've done in quite a while, but I wanted to give it another shot here. So let me go over this real quick. The first encounter was 38. The second one was 30 each, and then I'm also going to give XP. Basically, I'm going to give like a session reward just for the fact that people were here and they were playing. Which, let's see, where is it?
Where do we put in?
So,
If you click on your name, you'll have a manage experience in the pull down.
so the total experience points per character for this adventure is 93.
93.
93, yep.
So 93.
Add XP. Why changes?
I think second level, I think, is like 300, something
It
like
is.
that.
Yep.
So
According to D&D Beyond.
that's cool.
So we're still level
This
1.
podcast not affiliated with D&D Beyond.
Although D&D Beyond is pretty cool.
We're still level 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. Good night.
Yay.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and spread the word through social media. We can be found on Twitter at Knights of RP and on Facebook and Instagram at Knights of Roleplay and on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.